Hey, we're gonna watch a Disney Channel podcasts in the air. Wave your hands up everywhere. That's the way we do it. Let's get to it. Time to podcast. We're all podcasts together, and once you know you're a podcast, I forgot the lyrics.
Once you know who you are.
Once you know you're a podcast, and we see that. Podcast in the air. Wave your hands up everywhere.
Yeah.
That's how we get to it. Let's get to it. Time to podcast.
Jeez,
See?
that was rough.
Yeah, I can't hit those notes.
Yeah,
I just can't.
Don't call us, we'll call you, okay? That was your audition.
There's certain songs in this pantheon that we do that I can hit, and there's some that I can't.
Yeah.
I'm not a great singer.
You know your range.
I know my range.
You're a decent singer.
Really?
You know?
You really think that?
Yeah, you've got pitch.
That record scratch and change of song is kind of... Well, first off, welcome to the Disney Desk. I'm Carter.
And I'm Sydney.
And we're back to talk more about Disney Channel movies. We realized, as we were talking for an hour, that this was going to be a while, and it might make sense to split it in half for uploading purposes, for editing purposes, for our own sanity, for listening purposes. Because we have, earnestly, we swear, been trying to get these to like half an hour. We think that's kind of a good, bite-sized...
It's a good idea.
Like a leisurely listen,
and then
you move on with your day.
That way.
Yes, it's tough to execute because we like to talk. And we have things to say.
And that's why we have a show.
Exactly. But that record scratch was symbolic of a big transition where...
Of the record scratch.
Yeah, the record scratch, effectively, for the Disney Channel movie franchise.
Yes.
Effectively, this is when a movie comes out, a special movie, a big movie, that is so successful, so across the boards beloved. Monumental.
Iconic.
Like
ingenious.
Ingenious in its own crazy way.
And yet somehow so obvious.
Yes, so obvious.
So obvious.
That it transcends what the Disney Channel movie is, and its light effectively alters the landscape.
Basically.
Nothing is the same after this movie.
Nothing at all. Nothing is the same after this movie.
From humble beginnings to the most groundbreaking Disney Channel movie of them all.
Yes, High School Musical.
High School Musical.
High School Musical.
High School Musical.
Musical.
High School Musical?
High School Musical.
High School Musical.
High School Musical.
High School Musical.
Yes. High School Musical. Okay, and enter Renaissance.
Yeah.
Here we have...
Some weird thing called High School Musical that I don't remember that one.
I have no reference for that. This is literally January of 2006. I mean, talk about explosion.
Yeah, just start the year with one of the biggest things on the planet.
One of the biggest things to ever happen in children's entertainment, I feel like. High School Musical.
And the thing is, they were originally imagining this as, like, being in theaters. It would work. And I don't think it would have been as charming if it were in theaters to start. I don't think it would have worked. But I imagine whoever suggested that got a big severance, but still got fired because they're like, we could have sold so many tickets.
Yeah.
This is really... This is what kind of is the new paradigm that sets off the modern trends that we'll talk about on this half.
This is the new Disney Channel. And kids love singing. Let's make this a theater thing. Thus, theater kids are born with...
Yes. This definitely started the trend of theater being cool.
Yes.
Because
this is the first Glee.
This is you could do theater and not be called gay.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah, exactly.
To put it in the bluntest,
right,
loudest
because
terms
we
possible.
have like a straight white kid who is like now the center.
Who wants to be a basketball star, but he also wants to dance.
But he also wants to sing. Yeah.
This is the start of Zac Efron and Vanessa Hudgens
being stars.
Yeah, they become the power couple.
This movie makes everyone a star. I mean, pretty much everyone becomes a star from this
Every
movie.
single person from this gets a shot at stardom.
At complete stardom, yes.
This one, I think this is the first one that's a full-blown musical where they have a whole album and set list, not just like 2 or 3 songs.
No. This is a musical, a genuine musical.
I love we're just talking
about
about like the cultural impact because we don't need to explain
There's absolutely nothing to be explained. No, you know what this is. And I love how it's called High School Musical.
And it works because it's, like, so tropey and so broad.
That's generic. Yeah, that's, like... And it's a musical, like, about the musical happening at the high school.
Yeah, learning to like the musical.
Yeah.
And... Like, it's hard to hate it because it really is... It captures what you wanted high school to be. What we imagine high school is.
And
it captures...
was I disappointed.
Yeah, it captures all of the stereotypes about high school and puts them into one place, and we believe it.
And then makes everybody sing a song about those stereotypes.
There's literally a song called Stick to the Status Quo
where everyone
about
talks
get in
about
line.
What they do. Stay where you go.
Stop zagging
Don't
and
do
walk in a
anything
straight
different.
line.
Exactly.
Or we'll kill you. You
Pretty
remember
much
what happened to
everyone,
Toby? Remember when Toby wanted to paint?
Yeah. Do you see him anymore?
He has to be fed with a straw now because he doesn't have fingers.
Exactly.
I like that we go from killing him to just paralyzing
we tortured him. He's in the basement.
Yeah. He's begging for death. He wishes we would kill him.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I mean, this becomes so big because it starts the trend of Disney Channel movies being musical. It starts.
And they were like, let's get like a real director for this.
Yeah,
Kenny Ortega.
Yeah. Let's get like let's get real, like solid middle ground directors.
And like get real choreographers and like
get production design.
And get talented kids. Yeah.
It's really this is when the pipeline kicks into hyperdrive where it's like we want these guys to be household names.
This beginning of this era is what sets apart our Disney Channel from current Disney Channel. And that's exactly it. The element is adults playing children. Because that's why we enjoyed it. This is the beginning of adults, 20-somethings, playing 15, 16-year-olds. And it became our normal. Like, because, I mean, even Stevens, like, they were, like, 19, 20 years old.
Yeah.
Lizzie McGuire, I mean, she started out really young. But then, like, we were seeing her as a 20-something. And, like, that became our normal. 20-somethings playing children, and now it's that's the children new normal. Playing children, and it's kind of gross. I hate it.
Yeah, that is a transition. I didn't think about that, but when you look at like Descendants and stuff, it's like this isn't the same bloodline, but now they're kids. It's the same director. Really?
Kenny Ortega is the director of Descendants. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Does he do a lot of these?
He did Michael Jackson's "This Is It" and went to court for it for something I don't know. No, but he's
the only person to get litigated from that entire experience.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oof.
No, but Kenny Ortega is one. Like,
he
did
big Newsies. He did Hocus.
Yeah.
Oh, so he really is just a musical guy, which is cool.
Right.
I respect that.
Yeah, this is his baby. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't even know what to say about this other than this changes everything.
This changes Disney Channel forever. Yeah.
Yeah, where like if it's not similar to this, people don't want it.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, moving right along.
Cowbells.
2006 Cowbells. Ali and AJ Mashaka being rock stars. This was a very good movie. I think that
this is another one that was a big deal too.
It was a big deal, yeah, and it's entertaining, and I actually think the plot of this is genuine. You know what I mean? Like, I think this is a really genuine movie.
It makes slightly more sense than some of the others.
It hits some of the tropes, but like I think it's got good drama to it.
Yeah, this is one of those ones where you're like, this plot is plausible as a movie.
Yeah.
Like, Disney Channel movie plots, they have so many tropes and are so insane, you're like, this would be hard to sell to a studio of, like... Especially back then when, like, there was some discipline about, like, the script has to make sense at the bare minimum. It can be tropey and silly, but, like, the structure has to be there. And it has to, like... Everyone has to have an arc and it has to make logical sense.
Right.
Whereas this has a very concise... Like, it's not like all these puzzle pieces. It's just...
we know what's happening from the jump.
Yeah.
Spoiled girls.
Yeah, spoiled girls, head of, like, this dairy plant. To teach them discipline, they gotta get a job.
Yeah.
Simple. Concise. Yeah, I mean, it's fun. It has one of the most inexplicable heel turns I've ever seen in a movie, where it's like... something's going wrong with the company in terms of, like, management. They're losing money for some reason. And it turns out... It's revealed out of nowhere that these two people are conspiring to, like, steal money. And then that's just it. It's not
Get out of here.
Yeah, get out. It isn't, like... That's the one thing where I'm like, all right, this is definitely a Disney Channel movie. Because normally you would find that out at, like, the end of Act 2, and then Act 3 would be, like, proving
How do we get them arrested?
Redeeming yourself and proving them wrong.
Yeah.
No, it's just dealt with.
At the end, they're like, oh, you guys are out of here.
Got a scratchy dog. Hello.
Sorry, don't mind the dog noises. Okay.
Yeah, we have 2 little puppers on the table.
This one was really special for me.
Yeah, this one, I remember.
And I feel like production value on this one was, like, really, really quality for the time and the circumstances and the channel and everything.
Yeah. The Kung Fu special effects are a little silly, but at the same time, you're like, this is only slightly less than,
I feel like it's the right amount of silly for what's happening.
Yeah,
okay, we're talking about Wendy Wu, Homecoming Warrior, featuring Brenda Song.
This was her big, like, we gonna turn her into a movie star.
Yeah,
it's
this
time.
is her time.
She's paid her dues. Let's go for it.
She's done her sitcom time. Yeah, it's time. Wendy Wu, Homecoming Warrior. Yo, this was like... And this does what I love. It takes, like, you know, ethnic folklore... meets, like, teenage girl who doesn't want to be Chinese.
Yeah.
I don't want to be Chinese.
That's the right way to put it, but no. I don't want to be Chinese,
I don't want to be Chinese.
Oh, too bad.
I want to be a normal girl.
Oh, God, but it's true.
But it's true. That's exactly what it is.
It's true because she wants to be the homecoming queen, which is the whitest thing you can be.
And you can't do both.
Yeah, you can't.
You can't be homecoming queen and Chinese. Pick one.
That's the moral of the story, kids.
That's the moral of the story, yeah.
Oh, no. Yeah, no, I really like this one.
Me
I like,
too,
like,
yeah.
it's goofy as hell because it's another one with a lot of lore, but it's focused enough and, like, unique enough that I don't mind it as much.
Right.
Yeah, there's, like, this ancient demon who wants to destroy the world. This Buddhist monk's got to go find her. He's, like, detached because he's never been outside the monastery. It's one of those things.
And he's got a mission, and they do a trying on clothes romp.
Yeah, I like that. The only difference is he gets to keep his hair, which they do say, like, oh, it's so I wouldn't stand out.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, the Kung Fu's good.
He's authentic. He's obviously not an actor at all. He's just, you know, he's got a thick accent, and he's a genuine athlete, like, so he can do his own stunts and everything.
Yeah, which is cool.
And then...
The Kung Fu's cool, especially when they do the wire work.
Then there's a big terracotta warrior scene, which is like, that's cool. That's actually cool.
Yeah, like, I like that, because it's like, alright, if you're gonna do something where you're playing, you know, where you're adapting, like, culture stuff, like, actually go for it. Like, don't half-ass it. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, yeah, that's kind of cool just because it's a cool set piece.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I like, there's this bit where they need to train her, but she's not relating to the ancient teachers, so they, like, transfer the consciousness of those teachers into her high school teachers.
Her gym teacher? Yeah.
And then they show up for the final battle.
I can kick this guy's ass.
Yeah. And they show up for the final battle, and I'm like, all right, I'm having a good time.
Yeah. No, it is a good time. It's a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a shame Brenda Song didn't become this huge movie star off of all this stuff. That's something we should think about doing. Making a big list of Disney Channel stars and tracking where they ended up.
Right.
Because the biggest role I can think of her in was she was in The Social Network as, like, the crazy girlfriend.
Yeah,
and she's great in it, but she doesn't get to do a lot.
She's on a couple of episodes of New Girl with Zoe Deschanel.
I didn't know that. Yeah.
Yeah, she does little things like that here and there.
Yeah.
Now, I feel like she's kind of mostly just, like, an influencer now.
Yeah, she's just kind of around.
Yeah, we just know her, and she kind of sells products. Oh, but she was... Let's admit, her starring role was Past the Plate. The Disney segment about international foods.
God.
That she deserves an award for Past the Plate. Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Next on the list is Read It and Weep. This one bothered me.
Why? This one was a good one.
It is,
okay,
but
the
it
story's
has...
a little disturbing. Yeah.
The story's disturbing.
Here we have both Panabaker sisters, Danielle and Kay Panabaker.
The only reason I don't like it is because of the bully character. Something about bullies in movies bother me just because they're so, like, cartoonish.
Oh, yeah.
And in this one, like, so the idea is this girl writes has, like, an epic fantasy story, but it's all metaphors for her experience in high school. Like, all the characters are one-to-one realizations.
Right.
And her bully finds this out and outs her to the entire school and makes everyone hate her at school. And I'm just like, God, don't be a dick. Stop.
That's all they know.
But I do love it because, like, the idea is she becomes a big celebrity and it's interfering with her personal life. And she has an evil doppelganger. The hero of her book comes out and is like, you're not going to ruin this for me. But now I'm a star now.
Yeah, now she's schizophrenic. Now she has, like,
suffering
dissociative identity disorder. Yeah.
But I like that because I like how, like, arch and goofy it is. Yeah. And I like, it works for a TV movie.
Yeah, for sure.
I also just hate how she has to apologize to everyone at the end because I'm like, she has nothing to apologize for. She just wrote a book.
Yeah.
She was coping with your bullying.
Publish her own book.
Yeah, she didn't want to do this.
Yeah.
this is just you guys. Like, you guys bullied her into this. This is your fault. Cheetah Girls 2.
Let's go to Spain.
Was this as big as the first Cheetah Girls?
Yeah.
Because I was wondering, like, because this was in the specter of High School Musical, I was wondering if this was going to be as big.
It was as big.
Okay.
And this probably had the best music in it.
Yeah, I do remember the song.
Amigas, cheetahs,
I just remember. You gotta strut
like you mean it.
Free your mind, it's not enough just to dream it. Come on, come on. Come on.
Yes.
I just love ridiculous music numbers like that where they're just walking down the street and everyone joins in.
Everyone's like, great.
And this kid comes with a guitar and is playing with them.
Hi, I'm cute. And
and I'm like, I'm going to be in the rest of the movie now.
Yeah, I'm just going to show up. I don't have a job. And I hope you guys will hire me. Yeah, exactly. Another Return to Halloween Town.
I don't remember this one.
Yes, I remember her. I remember this one. This one did not really work.
It doesn't sound like it did. I feel like I remember it.
We can just skip this.
Yeah.
Jump in. Corbin Bleu and Keke Palmer.
Another.
Keke Palmer, a traitor. She's Alexander. Wait, no, not Alexander. What's his name? Benedict Arnold.
Benedict Arnold. Were you gonna say Hamilton?
I don't know what I was gonna say, but
Hamilton was kind of a jerk, but he wasn't a traitor.
No, it was Benedict Arnold. Keke Palmer had her own TV show on Nickelodeon. I mean, Nickelodeon was like, "We'll make you a star," and Disney was like, "We have enough black girls, thank you.
Yeah,
we've met our quota.
Yeah, we got the quota done.
We don't need you anymore."
We're dealing with Vanessa Hudgens right now, doing some stupid stuff. We gotta deal with this.
Want her around, so bye.
Bye.
And she went, "Fine, I'll go to Nickelodeon." They were like, "TV show, you get a TV show. You get a TV show. You get music to go with your TV show. Everybody,
we're gonna snipe all of your talent.
Yeah, we're gonna exhaust you and give you depression and
we're
make
gonna
you go
ruin
into
your
hiding
lives.
for 5 years.
We have a bunch of creepers who work here,
and
it's only gonna come out now.
Write a book about this.
A lot of people are gonna get canceled in the aftermath of this.
You're gonna have to get hired by Tyler Perry instead.
Yeah. I just imagine Oprah yelling all this and just foaming at the mouth. She ends up on the ground, just shaking, and everyone's like still cheering, just euphoric. Just
No, this was a good movie featuring Corbin Bleu's actual father.
That's kind of cool. I don't know. That
is cool. No, this movie was a good time.
Yeah, and I like that they're trying to, like, you're not just going to be the second in Banana to Zac Efron. We're going to try and give you a movie, too. Yeah. You paid your dues.
You're cute. We'll give you
It's going to be boxing and double dutch for some reason. Which, you know what? Fine.
Another word
I see the logic, though. Because it's like jump rope is a key part of boxing.
Yeah,
like, that's a key training thing.
Bounce around a little bit.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
Like,
we
at
like
least,
your hair. We gotta... That's what this is about. They were like, we gotta do something with this hair. We gotta make a movie where this hair is the focal point.
White people don't know what to do when they see black people with natural hair.
Yeah, so they're like, what do we do with this hair? Yeah. We can't afford a stylist to make this hairstyle work. We don't know any stylists.
Let's just go for it.
So
we don't have any stylists who know what to do with black hair.
We gotta make him bounce around so that
Which, that's sad, but it's also true. There was this whole discussion when I forget what show it is, but it was directed in cinematography by black people, and they were just talking about how, like, our entire lighting system for movies does not account for black skin, and they're just like, wow, this looks so much better. I love that. I love we've been going for like an hour and a half, and I just feel like we're two wine moms just giggling through all of this.
Yeah, no, because this is getting into like our favorite part of
this is just
insane. Of our own childhood. So
and
this
just
is
trying to understand all of this is insane. I also love this one because so it turns out he's like an old man now. He's telling the kids the story of this. His version of the story is they lose, but he's like, oh, that just makes it more dramatic, and they actually won, and I'm like, what? Why?
Don't forget their team name. The Red Hot Chili Steppers. Get out of here.
I love it.
All right, let's move on to Johnny Capahala back on board. Who cares?
Is this another? They did another.
It's a Johnny Tsunami, yeah.
Is it in the same universe?
Now.
Oh, he's skateboarding. Oh, where did he ended up in?
Johnny Capahala, yeah.
He ended up skating for some reason. I don't know where he ended up.
Mm-hmm.
High School Musical.
High School Musical 2. This may have been everybody's favorite High School Musical of the trilogy. I had a party. I had a High School Musical 2 premiere party at this house. Because at the time...
I remember how huge... Because this wasn't just... like Disney promotes these. Everyone was talking about this. They were talking about this on like news news.
Good Morning America, like everything. Like, have I ever explained to you like how deep my love of High School Musical is? That it was like I like used to like eat and breathe and sleep High School Musical. It was like surrounding. It was everything that existed in the world was just High School Musical. Like, there was nothing else in the world to me as a child.
But that's how it was.
That's how it was, and
it's hard to explain how big these were
Disney
now.
Disney Channel and the way that they, like, pushed all of their products on you, like, you have no choice but to just be absorbed and, like, totally consumed by these franchises. Like, you just had to. But,
especially the ones that people love.
And it premiered in August, right? Or something like that.
Yeah, July, it was a summer movie, because this was, like, kind of playing on the trope of the summer vacation musical.
Right, yeah.
This was like a beach movie, but we didn't go to the beach. We went to a pool resort.
We went to the desert, yeah.
Yeah, we went to a bougie resort.
In New Mexico, right. Anyway, even though the movie was filmed in Utah in the middle of, like, winter.
For tax reasons.
And, yeah, in the middle of winter, it was freaking cold outside, and they were, like, get in these bathing suits to pretend to be a lifeguard. Anyway, this movie came out, we just moved to this house, and, like, my mom, like, had this idea that she would throw me a High School Musical premiere party, or I could invite my friend. And I guess it was because, like, we were moving to a different school district, so, like, she wanted me to feel like I still had friends. So she was like, let's invite all your friends and have a party. And so I had a High School Musical themed, just a premiere party. It wasn't even like it was my birthday or anything. It was just a premiere party to watch this movie on TV. So that's the culture. That's what happens. That's my story.
Again, it's like, what even, like, it was somehow even big. I don't know how they pulled it off, but it's like, it was even bigger. People loved it just as much. My favorite number is probably, it's either What Time Is It, just because of how, like, I love the goofy, campy group number.
It's a vacation. Yeah,
And there's this bit where, like, they're watching the clock for the class, and it just keeps getting bigger and bigger.
Yeah,
and I'm like, I love that. That's what you need to do with these.
Yes.
You have to make them campy and kitschy and silly.
2 has, like, one of the, like, saddest telenovela drama scenes of Gabriella singing I Gotta Go My Own Way. That was, like, I remember that had, like my mom and my aunt were, like, at the party, and they were, like, tearing up, like, this is so dramatic, like, this is, like, real drama. We were like, yes, girl, leave him, like, give him his necklace back.
Yeah, give him his comeuppance. And it's immediately followed by him just walking down a hill. Like, every single one of these has a Troy Bolton clenching his fist.
Stomping on the ground,
like,
grabbing his head.
I'm gonna figure this out.
Yes.
Bet on it,
bet on it.
Yes, he's so angry.
It was amazing.
And then it escalates in the third one where, like, the school's, like, flipping upside down and he screams.
Yeah, that song is called Scream. Yeah, that was a good song,
like,
too.
There's a trilogy of just his, like, I gotta get it together songs.
Yeah, I gotta get it together song. Oh, my God.
Right, I Don't Dance, because something about them playing baseball while singing is so goofy. Like, people misuse the term camp a lot. That is camp.
That's
and
camp,
I love
hardcore, and this is where, like, Ryan Evans is like, I'm a good guy now. Hey, trivia. Did you know that the actor who plays Ryan and Sharpay's dad went to school?
Get the hell out of here.
He's an alumni.
What? Get out.
Yes.
Hold on.
It's fact.
I'm looking for his name.
Yes.
Fancy. Oh my God! I interviewed him. How did I forget about this?
Really? You interviewed this guy?
I don't think I personally interviewed, but I think when we were there, someone set up an interview with him.
There were
I remember helping with the lights.
Different ones with him and Richard. I remember Jeannie Davy got to interview Richard Kind.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
I forgot about this.
We're just sinking into our high school history. Yeah. I don't expect any of you people to know who Jeannie Davy is.
Yeah.
Shout out
you
to
can
Jeannie
figure out
Davy.
where we live now.
Hey, Jeannie.
Hey-o.
Love you, girl.
Come on the show.
Come on our show. Oh, we should have our guest show.
If we get big enough, we'll get guests.
We'll get guests. Okay.
All right.
Anyway, yes, some of our high school alumni is in this movie. That's amazing.
Twitches 2.
Twitches 2. Twitches a sequel. Does this really need to be talked about?
They just end up going to their home place.
More trope.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, moving on. Minutemen. I remember Minutemen.
I loved Minutemen. See, really? This is the one I really liked.
For it. Well, it's not that I didn't like it, but I just, like, didn't pay attention to it. I was too consumed in High School Musical stuff, so none of this stuff matters to me at this point, actually.
I liked it just because it's, like, they're kind of superheroes, but not. Like, I like how they have... Minuteman is such a good name for, like, a superhero, and I like their outfits.
It is
They're
cool.
incognito.
They're wearing snow gear.
And, I don't know, there's something cool about, like, it's a time travel movie, but it's all centered on making the school better. Like, I like that they're not just doing it to be selfish.
Right, yeah.
And, again,
that's a good point.
It's another super scientist kid, which I normally don't love, but here it works. And I like how crazy it gets. Yeah, for me, it's just the premise. Even if the plot isn't as good, I like my high school stories with, like, the kids trying to save the school and make it better. And honestly, I've wanted to call a movie Minuteman forever, but I can't because I remember this and I'm like, they probably copyrighted that.
Yeah, they'll sue you.
I wonder if they could. Because Minuteman, because technically
no.
It's a term before they did it. Because it's like a term for a type of...
There would be like a little thing on it if they did, right?
Probably.
Hold on, wait. We are now entering Disney Channel where we've written too many contracts and now we've got to fulfill them by putting people in movies even if we don't want to.
Yeah.
High School Musical, but make it whiter.
Yeah, I think this is where the check that High School Musical wrote is cashed. Where we truly get into this is what modern Disney Channel movies are.
Now,
because High School Musical was a unique, like, once-in-a-generational thing, but it created a template that wasn't fully realized until now.
Yes. So we're talking about Camp Rock. High School Musical, but make it whiter.
Yes.
We've written the Jonas Brothers, a contract we have to fulfill.
Yeah, we got to get them in at least one of these movies.
Or 3.
Even though they're kind of beyond it at this point.
Yes.
Got Demi still before she realizes how unhealthy all of this is for her.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like a summer camp, but for singing, and she's put under the thumb of, like, the popular girl who can't really sing that well, and she gets outed because her mom works there. Which, again, like, why is everyone like, you lied? Would you not also lie about this if you were that self-conscious?
Right, yeah.
Like, she should have been honest about it, but you would do the exact same thing.
Yeah,
and it's not like, it doesn't matter. It didn't hurt any of you.
No, not at all. It doesn't even really affect anybody.
Yeah, that's why I hate the trope of, like, oh, a liar's revealed, and then everyone hates them for, like, half an act. Because it's like, it never hurts the people involved.
No, not really, not at all.
The only time it's ever made sense is in School of Rock. Because this man literally impersonated a teacher and was hanging out with children. That's bad.
Illegal.
Yeah, that's a crime. He should be in jail. Yeah. That's the one time where I'm like, no, this tracks. But it's
Jack Black fun.
Yeah. But Jack Black is silly, so I guess we're going to let it go.
Joan Cusack.
But this is the only time this reveal actually makes sense, because it's like, holy shit, is this guy like a diddler or something? Oh, no. Anyway.
I have very little...
Yeah, this is how much I hate this. I'm going on a diversion about it. But yeah, this is when it really becomes about the music, about getting your young stars into things, about convoluted set dressing.
And this is the beginning of whitewash Disney.
Yeah, where it becomes very... This is like, sterile.
Now all of our stars are white.
Yes. It also just, not even just white, but sterile and, like, bubblegummy. Like, everything feels too clean.
Yep.
A part of that's because, we grew up in the 90s when these were being made, and that was a film era where everything was dirty.
Yeah.
Like, the cameras were, like, hazy.
Yeah.
The aesthetic was kind of brown. Yeah. Like, they always forgot to clean the camera lenses before they started for some reason. Yeah, and this is when it becomes very bubblegum, highly choreographed pop.
Yeah.
And hey, if you like that, good for you, but we're going to continue talking about it. We have, like, 10 more years to go. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I mean, there's a point where we can't comment anymore.
Yeah, where it's just going to be very curt.
We're actually reaching it very soon. Now we're in Cheetah Girls 3. Cheetah Girls have reached the end of their contract, and we're phoning it in. We don't have
diminishing returns.
We don't have Raven Simone anymore, so who cares?
Yeah, I feel bad. I hate how, like, the threequels always kind of end on a sad note.
Yeah.
And... they go to India to be in a Bollywood production.
They go to India to be in Bollywood. I like the idea, but no one was on board.
Well, because that's Aladdin. They just were like, what if we make it kind of Bollywoody? And it's like, so this is what it looks like with money.
We have no other... We can't go to, like, Germany and make them do polka or something. So what's another thing that would be easy to...
Kind of music, like a culture that has poppy music.
Yeah, okay, Bollywood. Make it happen. Great. Nothing much to say about this. It didn't really work. Dad napped.
What happened in Dad Nap?
This is another one. We've written too many contracts. We've got to give these people jobs.
I remember the girl with the bangs.
Emily Osment?
Yeah, she's in a lot of these.
Yeah, what?
Oh, she's Hannah Montana's friend. She's related to... Oh my god, what a weird two people.
They have the same exact face.
Yeah, I see it. Well, I think she's in a better place right now. Well, no, Haley Joel Osment's kind of recovered from his child stardom, and he's just like a goofy side character in things.
Yeah. He's Macaulay Culkin, where it's like his presence is the punchline.
Yeah, where it's just like, oh, I remember you.
Yeah, exactly.
But
now you've gained weight,
but you're in on the joke and you're happy.
Yeah,
you're not tortured.
Yeah.
That's all I have to say about that.
Anyway, Princess Protection Program. This is when I was checking.
Wait. Hatching Pete first.
Huh?
Hatching.
Oh, sorry.
Pete. I remember this one.
Yeah, I remember this one too.
How have they not done a mascot movie yet?
You see these hairstyles, man? This is like...
this is
peak skater boy.
Yeah.
Every boyfriend I had in middle school had this hairstyle.
That was what was cool. And I was doing buzz cuts because I was like a footballer, and I thought that was cool, and I learned that lesson.
Gotta get this helmet on.
Yeah. I hated that.
Yeah.
But... No. I love Hatching Pete only because I love mascots, and that's all I remember from this.
That's what we got.
I don't remember the plot. I just know he rallies the team.
This is the part of Disney Channel that I am seriously checking out of.
This one felt... I even remember as a kid being like, this feels cynical.
And you know why? We are coming down off of the cocaine high from High School Musical. We're crashing hard. We're going into high school, and we're like, this... sucks.
Yeah, this blows. It's not cool to like Disney anymore.
No, they genuinely lied to us. Like this is the year. It's 2009. We are about to be freshmen in high school, and we are getting a rude awakening.
Yeah, like really, we just woke up. We woke up from the hungover.
Yeah,
we're like half our body's in a pool. Our friend somehow is like upside down in the washing machine.
Exactly, half of our head is buzz cut off.
Like the faucet part of the sink has been ripped off and stabbed through a painting.
Yes, we've made serious
and we're just realizing
decisions.
like, oh, this is all just a big con.
Doom, yeah, and we are mad at. I was mad.
Yeah. And it looks like a and like the posters start looking really like straight to DVD or like the pacifier kind of stuff.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And like
Did you say the pacifier?
Yes.
Like Vin Diesel.
Pacifier? which is my favorite ironic movie.
I love that movie.
It's so bad. I love there's a subplot in that movie where they think the kid's a Nazi because they because he dyed his hair blonde and they found a fucking swastika.
He's in the Sound of Music.
And it's like, why didn't he just explain that? Like, I get you don't want to be called gay, but the alternate's being called a Nazi.
I love the pacifier.
Yeah. We'll do an episode of the pacifier someday and talk about how it's secretly genius.
None of these movies matter at this point. Like, literally, I'm like, none of these movies matter.
It really is just two big names on the poster, like a catchy title with alliteration.
No, we got Selena Gomez and Demi Lovato.
They got Princess and the Pauper stuff. It just...
No.
Like, I look at this and my eyes just kind of like...
I honestly feel like we're done here.
Well, there's a couple more I want to talk about.
Like what?
Well, The Wizard is a Waverly Place movie, for starters.
I didn't even watch it. I've never even seen it once.
I have a couple things to say. So basically, the movie is just... So you remember the lore, only one of them can be a wizard, so they have to have a competition when they're old enough. All right.
That's rude.
Yeah, I hate it. It's so it's so greasy. Like, they felt the need to add all of this lore to, like, wizardom, where it's like, oh, only one can be a wizard, and there's also a school, even though the parents also teach them. Like, there's just so much. Keep it simple. You're a television show. Wizards. People like wizards. They live in New York. Yeah. Even though Waverly Place doesn't look anything like that. That's more like Chinatown or Brooklyn. It's so
their
greasy.
Town looks like an indoor mall.
Well, that too. It's so obvious it's a soundstage.
Yeah.
Which kind of adds to the charm, but also I'm like, this isn't New York.
Yeah.
But anyway, I hate it because it's just so sweaty. The later half of the show...
It's sweaty.
Yeah. The idea is she can't be with her werewolf boyfriend if she loses her power, so she starts to take it seriously. And that's kind of an interesting arc. But the movie is just a competition. And I hate this ending. Because you come up with this greasy premise, and then you create a cop-out. So she wins. There's some kind of evil guy who tries to distract them, and they get distracted briefly, and then they get to the competition. So Alex gets the powers. Her older brother, Justin, their Dumbledore stand-in is like, well, I'm getting old, and I will need someone to replace me as the head wizard of all of fucking wizardom. And so you get to keep your powers.
What? I'd be pissed.
And I'm like, fuck you! God. I swore I'd never swear on this show, but I'm mad about that.
This is a passionate episode, okay?
Yeah, and then the kid is, like, ambivalent about it. He's like, well, I'll run the sandwich shop. And I'm like, hate it. Starstruck.
This is the end. Like, there are no more for us.
This one, the poster, God. Who is Sterling Knight?
I kind of remember him.
Oh, he was in
I remember this movie. I remember watching this movie. This is a pop star movie where she's like, normal girl who doesn't take pop stars seriously. Oh, I don't care that you're cute. I'm too cool for you. Yeah. You're a stuck-up
Yeah, and then Den Brother,
and then
which
they're
is...
like, oh, we're in love, never mind.
Yeah, Den Brother, which is more uncle, or Mr. Mom stuff, where it's like, oh, this boy has to hang out with the Girl Scouts. How lame.
How weird, yeah.
Camp Rock...
Lemonade Mouth.
Yeah, Camp Rock 2 I want to bring up, just because I kind of like the ending of it. They lose this competition to their rival school, and it's like, oh, shoot, that's it. And then all these people are like, you guys seem a lot more fun. Which I'm like, I'm glad they don't cop out and be like, oh, they actually won. It's a little annoying that the camp is still going to get to exist.
Win. Yeah.
Let's see. Avalon High.
No.
What the hell is
Sweet
this?
Life movie.
I don't remember the Sweet Life movie.
I don't
but
remember.
It makes sense that they did that.
Matter? Like,
Lemonade Mouth. See, this is really...
People say really good things about Lemonade Mouth, and I never bothered to watch it.
I'm pretty sure Naomi Scott started here.
Oh, yeah, she did.
This is...
That much
She's
I knew.
the one Disney Channel star who made it.
You made it, yeah.
Well, like, the one who made it through the Disney system.
The one
not
who
like,
could leave and come back when it mattered.
Yeah, like, all these other big stars from the Disney vault, like Justin...
Washed out.
Yeah, Justin bailed, Brittany bailed, Zach bailed,
but like,
Vanessa bailed. She's the one who made it work with Disney.
Yeah,
and I'm kind of proud of that.
Mm-hmm.
Because... And it's fitting, because she's the best. And we'll talk about her. She's just... awesome.
She's wonderful,
She's going to be the biggest movie star on the planet soon, and I'm really happy.
I love it, yeah.
But, yeah, Lemonade Mouth, I don't know. I like the name Lemonade Mouth. I actually did in my movie, I actually did a play on it. I made a band called Pink Lemonade as, like, the misfit to the main band's gem, because I thought it was a cute name. Yeah, I don't know. Again, it's all about the music.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I want to like it. I really do, because I'm into, like, I love stuff that's full rebellion against crappy adults.
I feel like this is Disney Channel Rent.
Yeah, but it just doesn't work. And it's more like Rent in the sense that it feels so shallow and hollow and actually doesn't really have that much to say.
Yeah, mm-hmm.
At least it's not as white.
That is a good point, yeah.
Like, Naomi Scott gets to be in it.
Good.
Yeah, in Rent, the two people of color... one of them's cool. He got fired for talking about AIDS at his university, but then he hacks an ATM machine, which I'm like, fight the power, but also that's a real bad crime.
Yeah.
That's real bad.
A little bit, yeah.
And the other one, who's supposed to be, like, the Angel character, who's literally named Angel, kills a dog for money, which I'm like...
Okay, then.
How are you the most likable one of all these assholes?
Yeah.
Right. Sharpay's Fabulous Adventure. Woof.
Next.
Phineas and Ferb the movie. I do like, there's one good bit in this. There's a couple good bits in it. Like, Phineas and Ferb, it's like, I don't love it, but I like it so much. There's so many good individual bits.
There are, yeah.
They find out Perry is a platypus, or is a spy. Phineas goes, does anyone else have any crazy secret double lives they're not talking about? Ferb quietly raises his hand. Put your hand down, Ferb. And then at the end, they have to go back in time, and it's like, the girl goes, oh, so we're not going to remember any of this? And she kisses Phineas, and he's like, well wait, no! And then as they go back, and I'm like, all right, that's kind of cute.
That's it.
Geek Charming?
That's literally it for us.
Yeah, I really do, because now I'm like, I don't remember. Like, Let It Shine.
None of these matter. Yeah.
I like the name Radio Rebel.
Let It Shine I did see,
I kind of remember Radio Rebel.
Kim Possible.
Well... Teen Beach Movie I want to bring up real quick. Okay. That one pissed me off because I love, like, the idea is it's, like, self-aware. Like, it's supposed to be self-aware of, like, the 50s, like, beach movie trope. But it's a bad one of those. It's not good. If it were a good one of those, even if it wasn't self-aware and it was just like, we're going to do this straight-faced, I'd love it.
What I remember about Teen Beach Movie is that it thought that it was High School Musical.
Yeah. Well, see, that's what all of these are. That's what happens. They all want to be High School Musical, but they don't have the talent or the ideas or the cast.
Or the money, yeah.
Or the money. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because they don't... Because then they're like, can we make this for less? Because I guess the last High School Musical...
No, you can't.
Yep, evidently not, buddy. Bad Hair Day. Teen Beach 2 is the one where I think he gets sucked into... Oh, yeah. He gets sucked into a movie, I believe. Because, like...
We've graduated high school by now.
Oh, no, they got sucked into West Side Story? I don't remember that. That's weird. Okay.
Yeah, we are officially out of high school.
Yeah. And then the last one there's two more. Well, one, Adventures in Babysitting. I wish that was good because that's, like, a good franchise that could be good. Mm-hmm. Descendants. This is when we've come to, like, the full realization of, like, we're combining High School Musical with the IP. This is, like, the live-action Disney version of High School, like, the Disney Channel movie.
Yeah.
Because the idea is, like, we're going to take the kids of bad guys. Like, it's a shared universe. They all exist. And
they were like, hey, Maleficent worked. Let's just
let's go bad. Yeah, let's do stuff about bad kids.
Mm-hmm.
And the idea is they're all descendants of the various Disney villains. The daughter of Maleficent, the son of Cruella de Vil, the son of Jafar, the daughter of the evil queen, and then the daughters and kids of the good ones are like, come to our high school. And we won't ostracize you for being different, we promise.
Lies.
Yes, lies. Lies. Mulan's daughter is in this? Beg your pardon. I need to rewatch this. Anywho, this is what they're trying to push as the next High School Musical, because the idea is like, perfect, we combine High School Musical with our already established properties, it can't fail. And I guess it hasn't, because they made 3 of them.
It's working. I feel like it's just marketable.
Yeah,
like,
it's
just
marketable.
Created something that, like, we can do
a
ton of merch.
I don't think it's
merch
good.
Until the cows come home.
Yeah. It's like, I don't think it's good. It just feels like, one part,
easy.
Yeah, it's Kingdom Hearts because, like, it's very, like, pretty boy and, like, boyish girl and, like, everyone has 100 zippers. Everyone has a vest. Everyone has, like, 12 different primary colors on their body.
Everybody's got a vest.
Everyone has crazy hair. No one just has a regular brunette haircut.
No. Yeah.
Like, it's, it's a shared
eyeliner.
universe.
There's eyeliner.
They have eyeliner.
Yeah.
They're all fab. All of the guys might be bisexual.
That's fine, yeah.
Like, there's lots of, like, hot boys. It's very Tumblr-y. Like, this is the kind of stuff kids would draw on Tumblr in the early days.
Yeah.
And, like, as I describe it, I'm like, this actually sounds kind of delightful. But then when I watch it, I'm like, I am not having a good time.
Not in practice, no.
And it really does feel like, well, this is where we are now. This is what these are. And I have to accept that.
This is what these are.
Yeah. Zombies uses the same graphics, the same choreography, the same set design, the same color palette of, like, candy, but wicked. And then, we're at the end. Freaky Friday, and then Kim Possible. Do we have to?
Let's just not. I just hate it. I'm angry about it.
I feel like we could do a separate episode where we just dunk on it.
Yeah, we could do that.
Yeah. Let's just say, not happy about it. Don't know how they got Patton Oswalt in it. Wait, did they get Patton Oswalt? I thought I saw him in it. No, they did get Pesser. Yeah, they got Patton Oswalt in it. I don't know how they pulled that off. It just, like, it was inevitable, I guess, because it was their biggest franchise, and the live action thing is cool now, so let's do it.
So they were like, marry the two.
Yeah. It really does.
Even though nobody ordered this.
Yeah. Like, and it's just kind of sad to see. And it's simultaneously sad and cynical because basically what we're talking about is we're lamenting that the tropes and stereotypes and archetypes that we grew up with, that we loved, are now being replaced with a new set of tropes. Like, we loved High School Musical, loved it, and then it mutated into something we didn't like, where the tropes of that just became the template for everything they did from now on.
Right.
And, like, I mean, I guess it's cynical to lament any corporate product, but at the same time, like, it just, as bad as a lot of those early Disney Channel movies are, at least there was a sense of, like, charm to them.
Yeah.
Where they were kind of ragged, they were kind of cheap, they were kind of dirty. Like, the kids weren't the best actors, but, like, they had a heart and a soul of, hey, we're just making a goofy kids thing, a thing for kids. Whereas now they're the slickly produced, CGI-heavy, like, really elaborate set design, like detailed choreography.
Just overproduced.
Overproduced, exactly. And, yeah, we did it.
Oh my gosh, that was a lot.
That might have...
We just got finished saying we would stop doing this.
I know,
no,
but
this is
this
an exception.
Warranted
this is a special.
I feel like this was justified because.
Oh yeah, totally.
This was a fun history lesson.
It was.
It really is, like, things I didn't know I wanted to talk about. I discovered just through talking about this. Yeah, we basically just looked over the entire scope of kids' television entertainment,
right,
and just saw how it's evolved. And it's an interesting transition, even if it's one we don't like.
Yeah.
And you know what? At the end of the day, a part of it also, too, is, there are kids who like this stuff. And
I guess that is all that matters.
And, yeah, I guess in the grand scheme of things, that's what matters. And someday there'll be a new paradigm shift that will radically change what these things are again. And there'll be a new version of me and you shit-talking them.
But I mean, like, you know what I fear is when the day comes that, like, we have kids, that we won't even let our kids enjoy things because we'll just be, like, hypercritical.
Yeah, we'll just crap on everything and make them watch the stuff we watched.
I don't know. I feel like when we were kids, my parents, like, my mom loved Disney Channel just as much as I do. You know what I mean? Because it's like she still talks about That's So Raven. You know what I mean? And, like, the old Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, and, like, I felt like adults could enjoy our Disney Channel.
Yeah.
And I feel like when I catch glimpses of Disney Channel now,
I feel like, what is this?
I'm like, I can't get on board with this at all.
Yeah, man. I don't know. I guess I'm trying to end on a slightly more positive, or at least analytical note, because it was fun doing this. I had really fun.
Yeah.
And it's fun being able to, like, be, like, sassy adults and, like, break down all of the tropes and like, look over the scope of it and be like, man, you can see all the puzzle pieces.
Yes.
And I guess there is something fun about this idea of, like, some people would call that cynical, but I find it kind of charming and cute. Like, it feels like old school Hollywood, where they just had a bunch of pieces, and it's like, we're going to rearrange these pieces and keep doing it.
As many times as we can, yeah.
Because we're making fun things for kids.
Yeah.
I think that just about wraps up this
I feel good.
Weird, unexpected experiment.
Yeah. Wow. I had no idea when we started recording this episode that this would kind of turn into this big
epic
that we would feel so passionately and so deeply about this. But I guess there's a reason we wanted to talk about it in the first place.
And at the end of the day, I guess that's kind of why we do this, because we care about Disney stuff and we like talking about
Disney.
it. And this is a corner of Disney I kind of neglect that I think is worth talking about.
Yeah, it kind of shaped who we are as people. I mean, it totally shaped who we are as people.
I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, I still watch some of these.
Oh, yeah. No, Cowbells is my jam. I still watch Cowbells. I feel like I have it recorded.
Oh, God.
Okay.
Well, until next time, guys, I'm Carter.
And I'm Sydney.
Have a magical day.
Thanks for listening. Thanks for listening to this episode of The Disney Desk. Please be sure to subscribe to our channel and thumbs up this video. For more content, be sure to check out our Tumblr and look for us on Facebook. Have a magical day.